Hi everyone. So I'm going to solve that three question. I think you may solve all three question, and let us go through each question and let me try to help you. Okay. See, our first question was. Can you able to see this question? See, 8 men and 12 boys can finish a piece of work in 10 days, while 6 men and 8 boys can finish it in 14 days. Then find the time taken by one man alone and that by one boy alone to finish the work. This is a question, and this question is from linear equation two variable. How you can understand that this is a linear equation two variable? See, here the question is one, how much days, how much, find the time taken by one man alone, that is the first thing, and by one boy alone. So two unknowns are there, isn't it? So of course this belongs to linear equation two variable, and there is no connection between these two unknowns. These are two separate, two different unknowns. That's why this question goes under linear equation two variable. Okay, and can you relate this question with any question in quadratic equation? Quadratic equation, one question was there in the case of two pipes and a water tank, two almost similar to this question. Cases are different. I'm not saying that cases are same, but almost similar. Because why? That question was two pipes working together, then within this much time the tank will get over, then we have to find the time taken by each pipe to fill the tank separately. Here also almost same. We have to time taken by one man alone and one boy alone, almost similar. So I'm going to apply the same method which were used in that question, which we were used in that question. Same method I'm going to apply here also, isn't it? In that question we used to apply that reciprocal, isn't it? We took reciprocal of each variable, isn't it? Here also I'm going to use that technique, reciprocal technique, isn't it? We can avoid lengthy steps, and we can easily take the reciprocal of each thing, and we can easily make a linear equation two variable. So see, wait. So I told you in that question, which question? In that pipe, two pipes question, the condition was like this. Let me recall that idea first. Then we will go to this question. Okay. That question, that case was like this. Suppose the first pipe take x hours. Then second pipe, in the question there may be some hints. Second pipe is taking 10 hours more than first pipe, so we can write x plus 10. Then let us take the reciprocal of first x first, then take the reciprocal of x plus 10, isn't it? 1 by x plus 10. Then maybe this both pipe will complete the tank within 10 hours, then take that reciprocal 1 by 10, and it was the equation in that case. Which case? That two water taps problems case, isn't it? It was that case, and I'm going to use this kind of a technique here in this problem. Okay, wait and see. And you may have doubt that which variable we have to take x and which variable we have to take it as y. So it is very simple. Read the question, read the last question. Find the time taken by one man alone and that by one boy alone. So first thing we can give it as x, as you wish. So I'm going to consider time taken by one man alone to finish the work is equal to x days, and same time taken by one boy alone to finish the work is y days. Are you following me? You may understood. Clear? Yes. Then what we have to do is take the reciprocal of, let us write first case. You know why I am writing this first and second case? Because in the question itself two cases are there, first and second case. And what that first case says, 8 men and 12 boys can finish a piece of work in 10 days. So 8 men, see, a man can finish the work in x days. So take the reciprocal 1 by x. Then how many men are there? Here it is case of only one man. Here few men are there, isn't it? How many men are there in the first case? 8 men. So take the reciprocal of x, 1 by x. Then multiply it with 8. Then How many boys are there? No, a boy can finish the work in y days, so take the reciprocal of that. And how many boys are there in the first case? 12, so just multiply with the 12. Then if they both work together, they can finish the work in 10 days. That was the first case, isn't it? So take the reciprocal of 10, 1 by 10. It will give you the first equation. You may understood. So what you have to do is let x days be the time taken by one man to finish the work alone, and let y days be the time taken by one boy to finish the work. So take the reciprocal of that, 1 by x and 1 by y. And how many men are there? 8. So we have to multiply with 8. And how many boys are there? 12 boys are. So we have to multiply this case with 12 is equal to total 10 days they are using. So take the reciprocal of that, 1 by 10. And this is the equation, first equation. So reciprocal is the technique we used. And how you can identify, we have to use this reciprocal technique, because if any type of this question, like some persons are working together, then how much days a person can finish the work it will take to finish the work alone, then how much days a boy can finish the work alone. So a group case is given and a question is an individual case. So if the case is like this, you have to use always reciprocal. And what was the second case? Second case says that 6 men and 8 boys can finish the work in 14 days. So men, the case of man is x, so take the reciprocal of that, 1 by x. How many men are there? 6 men, so just multiply with that, plus then how many boys are there? 8 boys. Case of boys is, see, a boy, see, number of days, one boy, number of days taken by one boy to finish the work is y, so take the reciprocal of that, 1 by y. Then how many boys are there? 8 boys, multiply with that. Then how many days they are using if they work together? 14, isn't it? Take the reciprocal of that, 1 by 14. You may understood. And this is the two equation, and simplify these two equations and solve it out. So let me recall once again, because I don't know whether you are following or not. If you are not following me, just listen once again. That means the question is 8 men and 12 boys can finish a piece of work in 10 days. We assume that time taken by one man alone to finish the work in x days, time taken by one boy alone to finish the work is y days. So take the reciprocal of x, 1 by x. Then how many men are there? 8. So just multiply 1 by x with 8. Then take the reciprocal of y. What is that? 1 by y. Multiply that 1 by y with the number of boys. How many boys are there in the first case? 12 is equal to how many days they need to complete the that piece of work? 10 days. Take the reciprocal. We have to take the reciprocal of everything. Then second case similarly. So we got two equations, and 8 into 1 by x become 8 by x, plus 12 into 1 by become 12 by y is equal to 1 by 10, and 6 into 1 by x becomes 6 by x, plus 8 into 1 by become 8 by y is equal to 1 by 14. Are you following me? Yes. And this is the first equation, and this is the second equation. And can you cross multiply? No, you cannot cross multiply, because if you cross multiply, there exists a term with xy. In linear equation two variable, there is no term with the product of x and y, so we cannot use cross multiplication. We have to go for substitution method. How we can substitute? Let p is equal to 1 by x and q is equal to 1 by y. Since the x is in denominator, we have to substitute like 1 by that. If the variable is in numerator, you have to write it as 1. So p is equal to 1 by x and q is equal to 1 by y. If you substitute like this, it become 8 by x become 8p, 12 by y become 12q is equal to 1 by 10, and 6 by x becomes 6p, 8 by y become 8q is equal to 1 by 14. I can give you the reason also, because see how this 8 by x become 8p. If you are feeling that doubt, let me clear that doubt. 8 by x we can write it as 8 into 1 by x, and 8 into 1 by x we used to call it as p, so 8 into p. In that way 8 by x become 8p. Similarly it become 8p plus 12q is equal to 1 by 10, and 6p plus 8q is equal to 1 by 14. So we got two equations, isn't it? And let us use that elimination method. That means we have to make the coefficient of p both same, isn't it? So before that I can simplify this equation. So I'm going to simplify this equation. Can I divide throughout by 2? Yes, this equation I'm going to divide throughout by 2, so it become 4p plus 6q is equal to, if you divide 1 by 10 by 2, it become 1 by 20, and I'm going to divide here also by 2, so it become 3p plus 4q is equal to 1 by 28. And as your wish, you can eliminate. This is my way of style. You can follow your way of style in elimination. And now you see, I'm going to make the coefficient of p or coefficient of q same. That was the method we used, isn't it? See, in first equation coefficient of p is 4. In second equation coefficient of p is 3. I'm going to make the coefficient of p same. So I'm going to multiply here with the first equation with 3 and second equation with 4, because if I multiply like that, coefficient of p become equal. If I multiply this entire equation by 3, it become 12p plus 18q is equal to, it become 3 by 20 in the right side. And let me call it as the new equation first. Okay, I'm going to give the Roman numeral, and here I'm going to multiply with the 4, so it become 12p plus 16q is equal to, right side if I multiply with the 4, it become 4 by 28, and this is the second new equation. Are you following me? Any doubt? Okay, then let us subtract, because coefficient of p become equal, both are 12 now, so we can easily subtract and we can eliminate. So these are the two equations. I'm going to subtract. When I subtract, 12p get cancelled. 18q minus 16q is 2q, isn't it? And right side when I subtract, it become 3 by 20 minus 4 by 28, isn't 4 by 28. If you want, you can reduce. It become 2 by tell me first, 2 by 14, isn't it? 2 by 14, you can again simplify. That means it become 1 by 7. So 2q become means 3 by 20 minus 1 by 7. So it means 2q is equal to, when you cross multiply, it become 21 minus 20 by 140, I think, isn't it? Isn't it? That means it become 2q is equal to 1 by, isn't it 1 by 140, isn't it? 1 by 140. So then what is q? 1 by 140. When you take this 2, when you take this 2q to right side, it become joined with the denominator, so it become 1 by 280. So value of q is 1 by 280, but we don't want the value of q, so replace q. What was q? Q was 1 by y. Replace q by 1 by y, so it become 1 by y is equal to 1 by 280. When you cross multiply, 1 into 280 is 280. 1 into 280 is 280, and 1 into y is y. So we got the value of y as 280. Then what was y? Time taken by one boy, isn't it? Time taken by one boy to finish that piece of work. That was y. So that means if a boy works alone, he will take 280 days to complete that piece of work, if a boy alone works. So we got the value of y. Then we have to go for x. So we got the value of y as 280. So time taken by one boy to finish the work alone, if he works alone, is 280 days. And we have to find out the value of x also. So what you can do is, let us use any one of the equation, and let us substitute the value of y, then we will get the value of x. So I am choosing the first equation, 8 by x plus 12 by y is equal to 1 by 10. This equation I am choosing, and I am going to substitute the value of y as 280 here. So I substitute the value of y as 280, and after some cancellation, the equation become 8 by x plus 3 by 70 is equal to 1 by 10. Then 8 by x, keep it there in the left side. Then take this 3 by 70 to right side. So then after simplification, we will get 8 by x is equal to 4 by 70, isn't it? And just cross multiply. So 4 into x, see, cross multiplication, 8 by x is equal to 4 by 70, cross multiplication, 8 into 70 is equal to 4 into x. That means 4x is equal to 8 into 70. In that way, we can calculate the value of x as 140. That means if a man works alone, he will take 140 days to finish the work. Okay.